Hello, my wonderful friends. It's time again for another part of the Roadkillbeard story. This is part 3, the triggering. I don't know what to make of that title, but let's just see what happens together, shall we? Hello again, Moonhorse. Hello. We just wanted to say thank you for reading our stories. Well, thank you for sending them in. We're big fans and appreciate you greatly for giving us an outlet while entertaining others. Again, thank you for sharing your stories. Part 3 will mostly be written by Percival, as he was present and these events happened to him. The setting, junkyard, is even junkier house, where the vents are filled with mold and making us sick out of our minds. Yeesh. The characters, Roadkillbeard, or RK, and his partner, BB, Percival, friend and current roommate who is writing this part, myself, Suka, who wasn't present for most of these events, my partner Cal, who I was with during these events, and not home, and some new but temporary characters, Misty and Brock, two of our neighbors that had just moved in behind us in a really shitty tiny apartment that was also on the junkyard property. MB, Brock's mom, Lester the Molester, what a name, LM for short, you'll learn why he's called this. So, let us begin. So sometime in August, the week before Suka and Cal started their fall semester, we got new neighbors. We never actually planned on interacting with them, but RK and BB have zero common sense. They would go over and bother the neighbors to bum cigarettes off of them whenever they had run out. Brock smoked on the porch fairly often, so I would hear RK leave the house and start his "Hey, how you doing?" routine before bumming a cigarette and chatting him up for a few minutes. He smoked it before asking for a second one to take back to BB, of course. One day, it's not Brock on the porch, it's LM. I was asleep at the time and woke up to RK barging into my room, where I slept, let's just say, sans clothes, more on that later, to tell me that he was having a guest over and I should come out and meet them. He had not asked to have anyone over, and we all lived there, mutually agreed that you really need to ask before you have people come over. A little more information about myself, Percival. I'm about 5 foot, trans male with a lot of trauma. I have severe PTSD from the several events over my life. RK is what I like to call a trans chaser, who would go for anyone who identified as non-binary. BB, myself, and Suka are on that spectrum, which is why these sexual comments were so frequent. Yeesh. So he leaves my room, and I get dressed. I'm guessing LM had already been in the house when RK had told me. Wonderful. I walk in to see a nearly 60-year-old man. His teeth were black or missing. I could smell the alcohol as soon as I walked into the room. His hair was stringy, and he smiled at me. I'm already internally freaking the hell out. Every red flag is going off at once. Just from this guy looking at me. I introduce myself anyway, because I'm polite. LM does not even tell me his name before saying, "You look like you should be sitting in my lap."
Kill him.
I froze, and my mind just went out the window. Now even RK and BB, who was also in the room, were very uncomfortable. I continued to stare at him while he was talking to me like this. You're a big girl. I could still show you a good time. What's your problem? Don't want to sit in my lap?"
Kill him now.
He's misgendering me, of course, and at this point I was holding back tears when I tried to speak. In anger, it came out as first off, I'm a man, and secondly, you do not talk to me like that. That is disgusting. And LM started with, "Oh, come on now," and I left the room immediately, slamming my bedroom door. RK finally used his pea-sized brain to get his nasty meth-head friend out of our fucking house. I learned later from RK that LM grabbed him by the dick. Real fucking classy. He let a fucking creep into the house. Later that night, the cops showed up to arrest the same man for domestic violence charges that Misty had called for BM, who was later very angry with her. I'd like to tell you some side events that occurred the entire time living in that junkyard house. My room was attached to the laundry room. You had to go through my room to get to it. I slept sans clothing, as described. I have nightmares, and sleeping in clothes make me feel like I'm strangling. RK found this out by not knocking and just coming into my room to do laundry. It's not fucking cool, dude. This started innocently, as he was just doing laundry, and then it turned into me waking up to him standing in the laundry room door and just staring at me. Really fucking creepy. Yeah. I woke up to this several times, and he would greet me saying that he was just doing laundry. I didn't say anything, which was my own mistake. I've caught him standing above me more than once, while I'm having PTSD night terrors, and just staring at me until I woke up. This would happen often over several months. That is shockingly fucking creepy. It was so bad that I began to have night terrors of him being right there. I was being severely emotionally manipulated by RK and BB because of my paranoia and other mental health problems that they used to control me, playing on fears and gaining empathy by crying to me. I felt like I had no one that could actually talk to, so I went batshit basically. More on that another time. For now, I think this is it. I need a nap after writing these emotionally draining tale, but it's nice to get it off my chest. Thank you and good night, Moonhorse. Sleep well, my friend. The next part will be coming soon. Oh, wow. That just... I mean, do I really even need to say anything? Do I even need to just say what the fuck is wrong with this? There's so much that has just spiraled into pure insanity with this one, hasn't it? Where do we even start? Where do we even start with this? Do we start with fucking creepo that RK just let into the house? Like, first off, I'm going to agree that that's a very good rule that everybody in the house should kind of be aware if you're going to bring people over and have, like, a gathering. Like, yeah, dude, they live there too. You kind of should. It's kind of everybody's personal space. That is a thing. You know? So, I don't have a problem with that. I think it's a great idea. RK breaking this rule, severe problem, which immediately turned bad. Yeah, like, what a fucking creep. How do you just say that to somebody you literally just met? How do you talk like that to literally someone you have just laid eyes on? That is the creepiest fucking thing. Like, okay, it's one thing if maybe Dingledorp there, creepo, didn't actually know, you know, Percival's gender. It's another to fucking keep being that level of creepy. Like, these are two separate things. One, you could be like, oh, I'm terribly sorry, I was incorrect. But to just start out with that level of ew, like, ew. I feel like I need a shower after reading all that. Secondly, RK being that level of fucking creep, like, I understand that Percival has gone through a lot of really traumatizing things. I don't know the specifics of them, and I'm not, you know, demanding to be told these things. These are personal things. However, I personally would say if he ever does have that same issue, I don't know that RK and BB are still living there, but if you ever wake up to that guy standing over you again...
Kill him.
Nope. There's such a thing as needing to get something done, and then there's a whole other thing about invading somebody's fucking privacy. That is just not okay to the 1000th power. Like, what a fucking creep. You guys had to put up with some serious shit in that place. That's what I'm learning from all of this, and I am really sorry that you did, because, God, what a bunch of fucking assholes. Seriously, it sounds like the parish I live in. I'm surrounded by fucking weirdos like that. Why do you think I don't go outside? Well, not outside where other people are. I tend to hike in the woods, like a weird bog witch. I'm slowly becoming a mythical creature. I'm becoming a cryptid. I'm okay with it, though. I like it. Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I have a Ko-Fi. I forgot the word Ko-Fi for a minute. That's what that pause was. I'm sorry about that. And a merch store. And the links to all that and more are in the description below this video. I would appreciate all the support you can give me, and if you can't, that's totally fine. I'm just glad you're here. That's about it. I'll see you in the next video. I love you all. Goodbye.